All right, welcome everybody to Showtime with RC. This is our first episode. Let's get into it. Today we're going to be reviewing our early winners of the season. For as far as NFL divisions goes, I'll be telling you who I think is going to win the Super Bowl. Very early prediction. Obviously, that could change throughout the series. You never know. So let's get into it. Let's start with the AFC North. I have a feeling the Bengals are going to just take it. I mean, they're too well rounded of a team. Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, that's such a good unit. If they can get the run game going with Joe Mixon, they're so solid over there. As far as the other divisions go, let's jump to the South. The South, I'm thinking, is going to be the Jaguars with Trevor Lawrence. That's a good team as well. I mean, you look at Houston, their rookie quarterback. Houston's going to be, in a couple years with the right pieces and everything like that, they could be a problem. I don't think their rookie stars are going to just explode right away. Tennessee is they've always been a middle of the road team, so I don't think they're going to be a real threat in that division. They'll finish second, but really, Indianapolis isn't. I mean, they're still building. They had a lot of great pieces last year. They still have a lot of those good pieces. That's going to be one of those teams that's going to be building a lot. So that's why I have Jacksonville taking that division. They're just too well rounded. Trevor Lawrence has already proven himself as a winner. So realistically speaking, that's who's taking the South in my opinion. Jump over to the West. Obviously, you have the Chiefs. Chiefs are going to be the main front runners in that division. It's just they're a problem for everybody, not only in the AFC West but the NFL. So yeah, they're easily going to run away with the AFC West. As far as the second and thirds of that division goes, I mean, I didn't give you the second and thirds in the AFC North because that's just going to be too jam-packed. I honestly think Baltimore's going to be one of my wildcard teams at the end of this. So yeah, we'll circle back to that later. It's between the Chargers, Raiders, and Broncos. Those are just going to alternate. I have the Raiders falling to the bottom. Again, new coaching staff. That's just going to be, well, I guess McDaniels was there last year, but it's so bad. Last year was just so bad for that team. So yeah, that's why I have the Raiders falling down. The Chargers are just too good of a unit to fall apart and falter. So that's where I have them is probably second, Denver third. A lot of it's just got to be Denver clicking on all cylinders, to actually produce a winning offense. Last year they produced the number one defense for the first 8 weeks of the season and just fell apart. You can't do that. The average for the team 2 years ago was 18 points a game on offense. If they averaged 18 points a game for the first 8 weeks, they would have been, 7-1, 6-2. So again, that's just going to be, they got to turn around. I'm hoping they do, obviously, but you never know. Let's jump into the AFC East. Obviously, I have Buffalo running away with this division. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers went to the Jets. Cool. Tua and the Dolphins are a threat. Yeah. Patriots with Mac Jones. Okay. So back to the Bills. They're just a team that keeps getting better and better, and they're just always going to be up there. We're going to see the three best teams in the AFC are going to be the Chiefs, the Bengals, and the Bills. Not necessarily in that order, but they're just going to be nitpicking at each other the whole time. The Jets with Aaron Rodgers, I will have them as probably one of my wild card teams. The other two teams in the AFC East, I don't know. We'll circle back. All right, my way too early division winners from the NFC. We'll go north. With the Vikings, Bears, Packers, and Lions. I'm going to give it to the Vikings. They've been a more well-rounded team than the other guys. Granted, we saw a spark from the Lions, but they have to play defense better. They need a defensive side of the ball if they're just going to keep scoring. They have to stop the other guys from scoring. So I don't see the Lions being an imminent threat until they fix that defensive side of the ball. Offense is fine, but trading away DeAndre Swift, we'll see how that rookie running back, fares. I like him. So, as far as the Packers goes, they're not a real threat either. Like, Jordan Love, do something. It's your time. Do something. Like, show your value, kid. The Bears, probably third, second or third-ish. They'll be fighting with the Lions for that, mid-tier spot. Justin Fields is the main part of that team. You need defense. They proved last year with they got their one pick this year. What? So, come on. That's Justin Fields he's good, but it's just he's the whole team, and he's not good enough to do it by himself. There are some people that are. There are some people that aren't, and Fields is not that guy. Bumping to the South. The South's going to be one of the more harder divisions to find an outright winner from. Personally, I'm taking the New Orleans Saints. Just again, based off the team aspect, they have a decent defense. Offense is good, but we'll see how things pan out with the other teams. We've got Desmond Ridder and Bijan Robinson in Atlanta. Desmond Ridder's been in the league, not really proven, nothing spectacular. His numbers aren't great, but there's not a huge downside to his numbers from what I saw. So, we'll see. Bijan can probably be the whole offense himself. It's gonna look like the '85 Bears, not the pre-'85 Bears. You know what I'm saying? Like '83 Bears, where it was Walter Payton left, Walter Payton right. That's gonna be Bijan. Throwing some screenplays and shit. He's gonna be solid. That kid's gonna be a stud. As far as the other two teams goes, Bucks, another well-rounded unit. Nothing spectacular there. Their offense just has to get it together. Defense is solid. If they can bring an offense to the table, they can honestly rival the Saints for that division. But Baker Mayfield or Kyle Trask or whoever the hell they're going to have taking snaps has to do something. As far as the other team goes, let me see. I'm on with Carolina. Obviously, Carolina had the top pick this year through the Chicago trade. Bryce Young, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. The kid, college numbers weren't bad. See how he produces in the NFL? That's the thing. It's a telltale sign going from college to the league. We'll see how it does. I think he has the power to command that young offense and really get those guys going and get the juices going. So that'll be something fun to watch. I don't see them being an immediate contender. Bryce Young, however, he could be a stud. Let's be real. Let's go to the NFC East. Obviously, I have Philadelphia, last year's AFC champions. They just too good of a season last year, and that offense is so spectacular that I can't count them out. Think of it like this. Not a lot of turnover on the team. After a team goes to a Super Bowl and wins the Super Bowl, Philly was on the other side of the coin, they lost. After a team goes to the Super Bowl, there's some turnover rate on the offensive defense. Philly actually avoided that. They didn't lose a lot of people, and they built their defense through the draft, which, a star-studded offense with a pretty decent defense from last year led them to the Super Bowl. So only improving that defense to the draft, we'll see how that goes. I like it. That's why I have Philly winning this division. As far as Dallas goes, not sold on Dallas. They'll probably finish second in the division. The Giants are going to be a team to watch out for, so I have them in Dallas just going back and forth. The Commanders, hate the team name. I'm going to say that a lot. I just can't stand it. You should have been the Washington Warriors or something like that. They're just going to finish dead last. 5-6 games. Sorry, that's what you're getting at best. So let's go to the NFC West. I got San Francisco taking it. Again, too well-rounded of a team. Look at what they did last year without a quarterback. That's unreal. They started 3 different quarterbacks throughout the year. It's just and they made the run they did. So be able to have that next man up mentality, that's huge. That was huge from the quarterback position. A lot of it was the people surrounding him, the team, defense overall. Defense was championships. A lot of those games, San Francisco's defense just plowed everybody. So I have them running away with the division. Yeah, Seattle, what's he do? Geno Mania going wild. You guys will take an easy second in that division. I saw somewhere where the Rams were third or fourth. I don't have the Rams going fourth in that division. I'll take them third. Again, I'm not sold on Arizona. Arizona doesn't look spectacular. They didn't look spectacular last year. They released DeAndre Hopkins. Yeah, of course. I'd want out of that dumpster fire too. Just bad. Arizona's just not looking great overall. So we'll see how it goes. Sorry. Again, I got the Niners just running away with that division. Okay, let's go down to the breakdowns of who I think is going to inevitably take the wild cards and who I possibly think could win the Super Bowl. Let's go to the AFC. The wild cards I have are going to be Baltimore, Chargers, Denver. I am hoping Denver gets a wild card spot. I highly doubt it. So for my third wild card team, I'm probably gonna say the Titans. That again, like I said, they can sneak into a wild card. They're just not spectacular, so I'm not sold on them. So we'll see how it goes. Again, and then that opens up the possibility to flip side. The extra wild card is so dope just because all four teams from one division can make it. Huge potential last year for it. There's going to be potential this year for it from a few divisions, but not a huge potential. Like I said, there's no four teams that I think are just going to be like, wow, all four of these teams are amazing. Last year, preseason, that was the AFC West. Guess what? Postseason, that was not the AFC West. I went and watched these guys play the Seahawks week 1, dumpster fire. Bad coaching. Again, I think Denver can turn around with the coaching change. So I don't want to completely rule them out. So I'm going to say Denver/Tennessee is going to take that last wild card spot. Flip side, let's go to the NFC. I mean, close